Hi, I'm Carl Weaver from carlweaver.com, and today we're looking at the iPhone 3GS by Apple. First thing we're going to do, it's turned off right now, we're going to power it up by holding down the power button. And you'll see that it's booting up because it comes up with the Apple logo. But while it's booting up, let's take a look at some of the physical features here. Like I said, you've got the power button at the top, you've got a headphone jack, a 3.5mm headphone jack, which is very nice. You can plug your regular headphones into it, or you can plug in the Apple headphones. And you've got a switch on the side here, which turns it from silent mode to audible mode for the ring and other announcements, and a rocker switch, which controls the volume. On the bottom, you've got your speakers, which are actually pretty good for listening to music. It sounds better through the headphones, but it's still pretty good on the speakers. And right at the middle of the bottom here is where you plug in your charger or your data cable. On the back, you've got a camera. This camera, it's a little over 3 megapixels, so it's not a great camera, but it's pretty darn good for what it is. It's not so bad in low light, and I found that it takes pretty good pictures. So again, it's all booted up, and you have the slide function, slide to unlock. So I'll go like that. And you'll notice that the way this works is you just move your finger back and forth to get to the different menu icons for your apps. And some of the built-in apps that are very handy, you've got one for phone. Hopefully you want to use it as a phone someday. It has a whole lot of other features too. I've got my email, web browser, and the iPod all down at the bottom. Those are like the hot buttons there. I've got this little button here in the middle that you see me press a few times now, which is like the home button. It brings me back to that first page of icons, which are kind of the built-in ones. And also, if I press it again, it takes me to this search function, or this search page. And what I can do is I can search for a contact. Like if I want to find myself, I'll type in Carl, and come to Carl. There's me with my goofy hat, and it's got all my information there. Something else that's cool, let's say I don't want to find a person, I want to find an application. I can't remember where I stored my Facebook app because there are just so many apps on there. So I can go to Facebook, just type it in the top there, and it'll bring me right over to Facebook. And you don't need to see all the stuff that I'm sending to my friends, but that's just a little bit of what the iPhone is, and I hope you enjoyed that. Again, I'm Carl Weaver with carlweaver.com.